The month of July has been intense. The energy has been intense. You have the Mercury retrograde. You have the famous four planetary alignment. They call it Barbault basket. And there has been a consistent spikes in Schumann resonance. Now, if you're feeling all over the place and you're having anxiety, fear, anger, a lot of emotion coming up, it's normal. I'm here to tell you it's normal because I also feel the same thing. Now, those emotions come up to the surface because you needed to release them. But for me, what I really do is I acknowledge the emotion. I don't suppress it. Suppressing the emotion would just add to blocks in your body and in your nervous system. The first thing I do is I acknowledge the emotion and I let it flow. I let the emotion and feel it, but I don't allow the emotion to control me. I don't allow the emotion to control my actions, my reactions, and it's hard. But I take time to go deep. I take time to understand what is this emotion trying to teach. So, for example, I'm going to give the emotions based on what blocks a chakra. So, for example, during this time wherein the energy is intense, you started to feel fear. All the fear that you're trying to stop and not feel just came out from the surface. So instead of trying to stop it, you have to acknowledge that emotion. And the second part is you need to understand why you're having this fear. In general, fear is there when you don't have the stability, the safety, and the security, which means emotional safety and security, financial safety and security, physical safety and security. That's when fear comes up. So, what do you need to do, or what changes do you need to execute in your life to get to a feeling of a base physical, emotional, and mental security? The second one is guilt. If you're feeling a lot of guilt, in general, guilt comes from different types of relationship, all relationship. You feel guilty because you feel that you did something wrong to a person. You feel guilty because you feel that you did something bad in a situation that affects another person. That's where guilt is all about. So if you're feeling guilty with all this intense energy going on right, you have to ask yourself, do I really need to feel guilty because I did something wrong to that person or in that situation? Or I feel guilty because it's deeply rooted from childhood that I need to apologize or I need to say sorry every time. So if you can reflect or just have this deep reflection, think if that feeling of guilty is actually because you really did something wrong, or if it's something that's been with you since childhood. The other one is shame. So, shame because you feel that you didn't do what you needed to do, shame because of insecurities, shame because you feel, well, basically shame because you lack the confidence. And shame is the block of solar plexus chakra. And solar plexus chakra is actually the chakra that focuses with worthiness, that focuses with confidence and willpower. So if you're feeling shame and you reflect about why you feel shame, it is highly likely that the reason why you feel ashamed every time is because during childhood, you needed to ask approval from your parents. You needed to have their validation before you do something. You always needed to have that recognition. Probably it's not your fault. It's just the way how your parents raised you. So try to reflect on that. And if you don't address the root cause where it started, it's just going to keep coming back. And the other part is grief. Grief is an emotion that blocks the heart chakra because when we lose someone, when we break up, when we are not able to receive what we feel like we deserve to receive, basically, grief is a product of loss. We just keep that in our heart and it's heavy. So if you're feeling grief or you've been feeling grief for so long, maybe it's about time to release whatever that is that you feel sorry for yourself because you lost it. could be a loved one. I know it's difficult. It could be a relationship, and it could even be a material thing. And now we move on to the truth, throat chakra. If you are consistently telling lies to yourself and telling lies to other people, for sure there's always a reason why. It's either because you don't want to hurt them, it's either because of ego, it's either because of fear, it's either because of guilt. Everything will be coming from either fear, guilt, shame, ego, grief. That's why you tell lies. The energy is not coming out. So you have to ask yourself, why do I keep on telling lies to myself and telling lies to other people? Because most of the time, if not all the time, there is actually a deeper root cause of this web of lies. Now, we all have intuition, and we block intuition with illusions. And that comes deeper. We allow our thoughts to have these illusions. When I say illusions, it's the storyline that we tell ourselves. It's the conversation that runs in our head that didn't even happen yet or already happened, and you're changing the narrative. When you keep on living in this illusion, you're actually blocking yourself from listening to your intuition. Because if you silence those storylines, if you stop telling yourself these storylines and you just open yourself to receive answers from your inner knowing, from your higher self, from your soul, from your spirit, you will be guided. And the last one is attachment. It is normal for all of us to be attached because that's how we were programmed since childhood. You do a good job, you get rewarded. You do something, you get rewarded. You work for something, you get rewarded. And so the normal for us is we do things with the expectations that it's going to result into something to the point that we control, to the point that we attach ourselves with the result. And that actually blocks whatever available possibilities and opportunities for you. If you're working into something and it's not working and you keep on working because you want it to work out, before you knew it, you spent so much of your time, effort, money, whatever that is, for something that's actually not meant for you, wherein there's more out there in the universe that's available for you. We all have access to every great thing in the world. Abundance, relationship, love. The question is, are you open to receive it? And part of it is you need to learn how to detach. Allow yourself to receive and be open to what is available for you. It's not easy, but this July, when emotions show up, try to stop and then allow that emotion to flow without letting that emotion control you. And ask yourself, where is this emotion coming from? And you can dig deeper with where it's actually originating from. Because the only way to heal this deeply rooted emotions is to get to the root cause. We will always have these emotions, positive, negative. It's normal. We're human. The only difference when you work and healed yourself with all this deeply rooted trauma, when you get triggered or when you feel the emotions, you stop, you reflect, understand where it's coming from. You take a moment before you react. If you leave this kind of reaction, whenever you get triggered, stop, reflect, react, I can guarantee you, you're going to improve not only your relationship to yourself and the conversations in your head. Probably at some point, you will not even have these chatters conversations in your heads, but also your relationship to people around you and then the humanity in general. So until next time, this is Osmary. Welcome to my Soul Empower.